Hello once again, YouTube. Chris and I are here bringing you some StarMade station reviews, and today we are taking a look at the Orbital Refinery by stoffhimel. Or stoffhimel, I don't know. Something like that. I don't know how to pronounce foreign names, I am sorry. So, we have what appears to be an orbital platform, or an orbital refinery, it says. More like an asteroid refinery, in my opinion. I think that would have been a better name for it, considering there is an asteroid attached to this structure, or the structure is attached to the asteroid, and it's got a very specific style. It almost feels like a mix between Gothic and industrial. It's very strange. I haven't really seen this type of style before in StarMade. I'm saying Gothic because it's got all of these kind of trusswork bits. If you play Warhammer 40k, it definitely kind of reminds me of that stuff, especially on those big Space Marine ships, right? But there's all these windows as well, and the number of windows is what gives me that feeling as well. The arches on these windows certainly help, you know, the number of divisions here with the lava in between. Just overall, a very Gothic feel on some structures, and then suddenly very early industrial feel. You know, Industrial Revolution feel over here on this side, which is pretty interesting. And we've got like a control tower here. You know, this person, the builder, definitely knows, you know, how to include and incorporate depth and some detail bits. It's not a lot, but it's just enough, I think. I think it's all right. We've got some support beams down here and a landing platform, of course, with a build block that I may have placed. I don't remember. So I'm definitely liking the lava that's pouring down. We've got some tanks on the side, which look pretty good. I think the tank, the red one right here, and this smokestack right here could benefit from being wedged. Other than that, there's not really much I can say else about the exterior, so let's find the interior real quick. We'll walk around here and get inside. We've got some sort of elevator in both of these corners. Control panel system here, or so it looks like. We have what appears to be a mine shaft down here. I've already explored this in the past a little bit. We've got a build block here, but it looks like they're mining out the asteroid. And actually, what's this? This I don't remember. What's this? Oh, there's like a doorway to the other side. That's interesting. So I don't know if this is some sort of storage area or if it genuinely is a mine shaft. I think it's a bit interesting. I don't really think, if it's a mine shaft, I don't really think it's necessary. The asteroid isn't really large enough to, you know, really need a mine shaft. It doesn't, I don't know, it's not really needed, I guess. It's the simplest way. I'm trying to think of words, and I can't, because I'm trying to focus on getting this video done quickly. Anyway, we'll come up to the next level, and we can see that there is, I believe this is an undetonator, yep. And we have some sort of medical area over on this side, and then another elevator in the center here, which we can continue to take up, and this should be the control tower with a few monitors. Not much going on up here. So, a very quick review, I think. There's not much else to say about it. There's no more interior space on this structure, because I have already checked. So, external design. I think it's a mix of some unusual combinations of styles, I guess. The whole semi-gothic and semi-industrial feeling. But I think it's pretty neat, and I definitely wouldn't mind seeing more of that in the future. Especially this type of industrial style. Definitely not, you know, something that comes across that often. You know, old brick, massive warehouses and that type of stuff. Definitely could happen more often. Not that there's bricks or anything in the game, but that's not really the point. I'm gonna have to say the external design is like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. I definitely think it could be improved upon, but I like where it's going. Mainly just, you know, smoothing this out and just making sure that it's overall fleshed out and as good as it can possibly get. There's some space up here where we could add some greeble or something, if the builder so desired. Internal design, you know, there definitely could be more in that main room as well as the control tower. And I'm not really sure what's going on with the whole mine shaft underneath or the storage area, if that's what it is. So I think that could definitely be improved upon. I'm going to give that a 5 or 6 out of 10. Effectiveness as an abandoned station. I'll give it a 6 or a 7 out of 10. I really wouldn't consider this abandoned the first time I see it, especially with pouring lava that is still active. Of course, that is an aesthetic choice. If you turn that off, then you really don't know what the structure is, and I totally understand that. But an abandoned station, I'm not really sure if the lava would still be pouring. Just something to think about. It's a design decision that you gotta make when you make something like that. When you opt to go for the abandoned station contest entry. So, that's the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and leave your feedback down below, and I will see you all next time.